Okay, 2 archers. So very, very close in terms of military. The Vil count, though, for Hindustani is +3. And he's pretty much completely walled at this point. We'll see what the transitions are going to go into. Could be Eagles. So I've played a couple games on the new patch now with Hindustanis, and I played against Aztecs like 3 times now, and they gave me some trouble with their transition to Eagle and Pike just because I'm so used to the meta being into archers. So it's one thing you kind of got to watch out for is that switch, because you don't have knights, and you don't really want to go into like crossbow, right, against Aztecs. Crossbows and skirms anyways. So I got caught a couple times, but I think there you would just make sure that you have your stone, and Baskets did a good job. His stone is inside of his wall. He's not actually utilizing it, but he can. Like, if he needs to drop a castle and get into those units that can counter the Eagles a bit better, he can. Archer's running away for I, even thinking about adding some skirms for him. ELO here, I think I is around 1900. I think this is actually a pretty close for ELO. I think this is like 18 to 1900 levels. But if somebody else looks them up, and you feel free to correct me. Ooh, got a little hole. Bill. Senior Gates. How is this a hole? Secondary wall being laid by I. Would have preferred it up here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. He's listening in the past. Oh, Baskets is close to 2K. Okay, yeah, so this is actually a really strong, one of the closest and highest level matches we've had so far. It is the round 2 of the qualifier, so it's going to be a bit higher level ELOs. Good amount of army now for Baskets, or I mean, excuse me, for I. Farm counts are the same for both players. Oh, really? Wow, so actually Baskets has a higher rating than I does right now. I played in the last USA Cup tournament and did pretty well. I thought he played at a high level. But, I mean, it's been a year. It's been over a year at this point, so a lot can change in a year. A lot of players are dumping hours into practicing, and the meta has been changing a lot. The new civs also play a very big factor in the meta. Like, you have to learn the new power spikes, and, you know, if you fall behind, I know I did. I definitely fell behind a bit, not keeping up with it. So, you know, things can change. This is why it's fun having this event, like, every year, like once a year, because you kind of see new players come in and out of it. There's that stone. Okay, so looks like Baskets already knows how to deal with Aztecs. So this is something that I learned after my third game of playing against Aztecs. I was like, okay, actually, what I need to do is just get on stone passively as I'm upping, because it makes you so much safer when you initially get up. You can keep yourself from dying to all ends, but then it gives you something to deal with the eagle switch, because the eagle switch is like hard. You get eagles and mangoes and you're stuck on skirms and archers, and it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like you're going into your bonus. I do think it's good to go into skirms and archers initially as Hindustanis just to get to where you need to be, but then after that you want to be on like stable tech using your cam bonuses, or you want to be using your unique unit out of your castle, and then in imp you can always go into hand cannoneers to deal with stuff like that, but just less options in the early castle age. So good to see him actually using the stone. That was kind of my assessment as well. Looks like Baskets sort of agrees. So the skirms are pushing him back now. They're both in mid-map. Nobody really has map control. I guess you could say I does, but he's not really doing too much with it yet other than chasing units around. Still +3 villagers for Baskets. No military though. Castle's going to get dropped right away, 21 minutes as soon as he gets up, right in the front of his base. I like that. Going to control these 2 gold mines. Not getting too greedy, trying to get up there and get the hill, because